Hello everyone, and yeah, welcome really to, for me, what's a new phase of sharing my work in a new way. And this is a kind of, you could say, a sort of location about what this is. It's about conscious world citizens. It's about the birth of a new human, and it's about, yeah, where we are in living on this planet. And I'd like to give a kind of, you could say, a sort of almost a mood theme about this, which is that this is a new start hope. And certainly the anticipation is that it will really help many people lift themselves out of this current situation. So let me kind of address it, right? Because people are waking up all over the world feeling depressed, lonely, distressed, facing challenges they just don't know what to do with, from war to hostilities, even to governments and behaviors that are so anti-life and anti-human that it's no surprise that people are really struggling. And the platform, what we stand on, the platform we stand on, or we're encouraged to stand on, sees the world a certain way, and it's really out of date because we're told by scientists that we're heading into a civilization collapse. And that's no longer a concept, that's really visible. Just looking around, it's not difficult to see that the world is collapsing around us. So this site is dedicated to the establishment of a new, higher platform, but a new platform from which a different life can get enacted. And once one stands on that new platform, one sees the world and oneself in the world differently. That's really what I've been doing through my lifetime, the pursuit of seeing what is actually the case and not what I am being indoctrinated to think is the case. Now, it began, I could say, it's been with me all my life, this research, this exploration. I was born with these questions in me, as was every person. But I want to take a specific period of my life and refer to it to show the way I've arrived at this new platform. And it's a moment in time some years ago when I was invited to the United Nations in New York to present my work and present my findings on the way to address the challenges of the world. And in preparation for that, I researched what was the foundation, the platform of the United Nations. And there's a document, the Charter of the United Nations, "We the peoples of this world," it begins. And if you look at the preamble of the Charter on the internet, just look it up, you're able to read it. And I remember feeling how different that was from the platform that I was standing on. And that talking to ambassadors, diplomats, high-level officers at the UN, I was really talking a language that came out of a different platform. So it's not necessary that you know the United Nations or have any thoughts about it, whether you think it's good or bad is really irrelevant. It is the premier platform, you could say, through which the world addresses challenges. And I want to use that reference of the United Nations to show how another platform for individuals and people together can bring about a different future. The challenges we face, well, everyone can just knock them out. Global warming, pollution, war, hostility, inequality, they're all there. They're all in the mix of this current world being thought about. But there's one challenge that supersedes all of those challenges, which comes back to the very first thing I said. And that first challenge is that we, the human, are facing the challenge of discovering some significant part to play in the future. And without having a connection to the future now, the human is depressed, distressed, worried, concerned. And those are not things to answer, although of course medicine and society have got many, many ways to administer treatments for all of those diseases, but they're not diseases, they're the side effect of people being in the wrong place in themselves. It is ourselves, lifting ourselves up to become what a human can be within the great evolution story, that is the great cure, if you want, for the mental, spiritual, emotional health of the human that is clearly so out of whack, really, in these times. And just immerse yourself in these videos and catch from them the essential shift from the old human to the birth of the new human. That is a narrative that is so exciting to be part of. So welcome.